T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The following program is rated TVMA for language. We want everyone to be able to enjoy the program, but sometimes things happen, and we may say things that may be offensive to some or non-conducive to others. So in other words, happens. Oops.
Niggas coming.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a damn, a beer.
Oh, what a beautiful brew.
Okay, all right. All right. I didn't know that's what we were starting off with. It's been one of them days, everybody, that seems. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another all-new episode of Blerds in the Hood. I am your resident supervillain, Mr. Jay Washington.
I'm the Swaggy Blerd Winston A. Marshall.
We want to say first and foremost, thank you to everyone who has been watching, everyone who is joining us live, everyone who is in the neighborhood with us, whether you're watching us on YouTube or Twitch, we appreciate you. Everybody who's been watching the shorts and the collective around the neighborhoods, and I know you fucking lying what we're doing on YouTube now. For those who have been following the show, we took those two segments and we took them out of the live show itself and we put them on YouTube as their own separate entities. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the love. Hold on, I want to highlight this out the gate. I see this. Victor G 1889 on Twitch says, "What's y'all Venmos? Can't do much, but I feel like in time like these, I got to support real ones. Please do." So our Venmos, respectively, Mr. Jay Washington and the Swaggy Blerd. So you can go to either one, Venmo us there. You can hit us there. We will appreciate them very, 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 very much. You can do Venmo, Cash App, the Streamlabs, all that other good stuff.
Yeah, and I know that came in from the Twitch side of things, so that's not in the description there. But for anybody, there it is, floating at the bottom. You see that. I will make sure. We got to make sure for the next show to make sure Dwayne and Matt, shout out to our producers, that they have access to the Twitch and the Streamlabs as well, so that they can monitor that. But we'll make sure that that's pinned.
I think they technically have access to Twitch if they have access to this.
They should, yes. But we'll just make sure that that's taken care of so that they can
for sure.
Too. And I know that I think okay, let's see. Great. All right, that's all good there. Sorry, just doing a little logistical stuff. I know our boys are mainly taking care of that. But just all of that. So we'll jump right into it. I'll go ahead and ask you real quick, Mr. Jay Washington.
My nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man.
Nigga. My nigga.
What you been doing?
I have been getting myself in order. I will use this moment as another teaching lesson for everyone, for every black man out there primarily, and this is for every man, but this is primarily for black men. Nigga.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was muted. I was muted. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh man, I am so fucking sorry, bro. Like
Emotional, damn. I've made a huge mistake.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
Oh, you know.
All right, please.
No, we're gonna try. Okay. Please, to everybody, and I say this to the dudes mainly because I have to, as a man, reflect to the men, to the women as well. Please make sure you try to, in these stressful and tumultuous times in which we're under, please, please, please do what you can to mitigate your stress levels. Stress is a killer. It will break your body down. It will affect you more than you know in general. So I want everybody to make sure you are doing. I know it's difficult. I know mainly because we're inundated and we're swamped by being on these consistently. I know because it seems like no matter what you do, you have to, we're glued to them. So, and they stress us out, and then things in life stress us out. So please do what you can to bring those down. Indeed. Because again, things get very, very rough out here, and I understand that. What else has been going on, man? I'm just trying to get ready for different things, whatever the stuff that's supposed to be happening soon. I have a pretty decent announcement for something happening next Tuesday, the 3rd, which, by the way, it's almost February. I've done a bunch of great shows, everything. I'm trying to get myself in order, my health, better than what I'm doing. I think I have to stop. You can jump in on this. I think I have to stop going to lift so much. I think my stress because I take my stress out going to bench press.
Pause for like 10 seconds. Hold on. There. Sorry, I just how it likes to freeze up, because the only thing I wanted to finish your thought.
Okay, I was just doing it 10 seconds. I was just doing that. That was
I
it.
appreciate you.
But what the fuck was I saying?
You were talking about you're gonna have to cut back on your working out.
Oh yeah, because I went to my doctor today, man, and he was like, "Do you?" Which I do. For those who know, let me preface and say I do other things besides just lift. I'm either on the Stairmaster, the elliptical, treadmill. He was like, "Why are you so like this?" He said, "What do you need to be like this for?" Even the nurse, I got on the scale to weigh me, and the weight, she was like, "That's not possible because you don't look it." The scale said like 373. She was like, "How?" She was like, "You don't." She was like, "But it's all that muscle you have." And I was like, "Thank you, little Miss Hispanic lady. I appreciate it." But, I just wanted everybody to know, oh, shit, I got to pay my damn Microsoft. I'm sorry. My OneDrive been suspended on me. I ain't paid because I couldn't pay nothing. I just want everybody to, make sure you're taking care of yourself and things like that. Like I said, whatever's going on with me, I talk about it too much, and I feel like there's no point in talking about it anymore. So nothing's going to change. So with that being said, Mr. Winston A. Marshall.
My nigga. A nigga moment.
Man.
Nigga.
My nigga.
What you been doing?
Yep, trying to. Okay, then we're gonna not touch it. You want to put me on my solo then?
Okay.
Okay, great. There we go. All right, bet. One, I don't think there's any reason to be concerned about not talking about it, in the sense that the neighborhood is here for you, man, and we're all going through it together. And I think the main takeaway is the idea of this moment, this segment here is to kind of give both a check-in and a praise report. If there's ever a point at which it feels like we're doing the most, I think, then we talk about that. But I think people appreciate that we're that honest about it, especially two black men talking about stuff like that, because it's not
I think I hear you real quick, and I don't, pardon my interruption, first and foremost.
You're fine.
I do agree with that. I do just want to be like, I never wanted to come off as, man, we log in to watch Blerds in the Hood, to have fun with these guys, to laugh, joke, to get information from a source in which we trust and things like that. And I never want to be that person where it feels as if, the neighborhood's got to be like, "Oh, here this nigga go again." Like, would his life get fixed? And it's like,
I think that's fair, especially from the standpoint of it being, a show, a podcast, all that kind of stuff that we want to put on a show, but I think the honesty is there too. The neighborhood, you can correct me if you think that whichever one of us is off base here, but I think there is a balance, and we can certainly figure that out one way or the other. I don't think you should ever feel shy.
That's why I try to be like, I'll do the, nigga, what you've been doing, how I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to the rest of the show, we're like, here we go again. Here we go.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, that is how I guess we don't, because we say niggas coming, but I was thinking of the GTA. Oh shit, here we go again. Like that whole CJ shit. But I digress. I'm doing well. Went to Vegas this past weekend for one of my best friends from grade school's bachelor party, which was hilarious. Just because I got to meet like some of his family, like one of his cousins and whatnot. I got to meet one of his homeboys from college. Our other best friend from grade school was there. So it was a small group. We were supposed to be 8 of us. There was only 6 because of the storms. 2 people couldn't even get out. And then you ended up in a scenario where people were stuck. Like I almost didn't make it. I was scrambling on Friday because even though there was no storms here in California, the plane was coming from the south. And because of that, I couldn't, the plane was about to be canceled. So I was scrambling to see if I was going to have to get a rental car and just drive out there, because my car is too old to make that trip to Vegas at this point. So there's a lot of back and forth. Got there in time, went to my first UFC fight, which don't love the main crowd that's there. It's a very MAGA heavy crowd, but I might be a fucking UFC fan, bro. That shit was fire. There's a nigga named Paddy the Batty who was in the title match, man. This British dude almost got knocked out in the first round and the second round, but my nigga bounced back, held his own, almost knocked out the dude he was fighting in the 5th, and he ended up losing the title match. But I was just like, yo, this is some raw shit. This is kind of savage. So big fan of that. And now I'm back, and this week has provided me some time to reset. I'm excited more about this weekend and this coming week. I'm again sad Kristen's going to be gone for the weekend, but that gives me time to get a lot of work done, which I feel good about, and spend time with both my actual dog and with my dogs. And then next week, kind of amped up because of stuff going on. So we can go ahead and move on to the show. But I was going to say, one of the things next week, odds are pretty high that it'll be a pre-tape, just as a heads up, because I will be directing another commercial next Wednesday, and we're supposed to wrap at 6, and I don't know where yet. If it's in the Valley, in theory, we can push the show a little bit. I'll come home, we do the show. If it's going to be in downtown Beverly Hills, Inglewood,
downtown, we're definitely pre-taping.
Huh?
I said if it's downtown, we're definitely pre-taping.
No, I agree. If it's anywhere that's not the Valley, then we should pre-tape it. But if it's anything, but if it is up here, then we can just maybe push, or maybe I'll get cut early. We'll see. But keep an eye out for that. Just know that ahead of time.
Hello, Chipmunk.
What's good, Chipmunk? How you doing?
Hello, how are you?
For sure. We just like to try and show some love to the Twitch folks. We appreciate you supporting us over there as well. That's why we're doing them.
And if you want to be on Twitch and show us a titty, that is totally fine. I don't know. Okay, 13 minutes into the show. Cool.
I mean, I'm just like, Jay, you say that shit, and I'm just out here like,
Who don't got no bitch?
You can't. Dwayne says you can't do that on Twitch.
Okay.
Well, never mind.
Which means, so for our, here's the thing. I feel like
I love how that was the thing that we were worried about. That was... Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, listen. Speaking of, look, I saw this comment. I have to. The Mrs. Out of House Party at Winston. Listen, I told.
He already tried. Jay already tried, and I already said
he only had one attempt. He still got several others. I said, I was like, man, Kristen gonna be gone. A little bit of freedom. This is what I'm thinking. Orgy at the crib. Orgy at the crib. You ain't gotta participate. You got bigger space. You can bring. Listen, you can facilitate
your house. Don't bring that over here.
You can facilitate being the host and provide snacks.
Take that over to your house. Don't bring that over here. The answer is no.
Okay, Kaz, we're sending them titties.
What about me? I got titties. What about my titties?
What about my titties? Here's the thing. I don't know. I'm just asking. I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to have juices on Winston's couch that ain't.
I don't either. Just because I have a spot cleaner now does not mean I want to use it.
Sometimes you got to.
Oh.
What?
The just what popped up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, polite. You have to ask respectfully.
Respectfully.
Listen. Listen. I would. Hey, I'm gonna start sending text messages like this. Dear ma'am, I'm hoping you're having a blessed day.
Bro, you're gonna be the future meme. You're literally gonna be the future meme.
No, I was watching how Ice slipped on that road, and I was thinking how I let myself slip out your life.
Oh shit, that's man. Oh man.
Hell yeah, let's do it. I listen. I'll move something.
Let's just switch part of Jay's house. Exactly. Do it at Jay's house. That's fine.
Yo, Chipmunk, this nigga's dumb.
Not Cash are now flirting through the chat. What is
and off the rails we go.
I feel like this just turned into an after dark. Just that fast.
It probably did. I don't know why okay. Stop freezing. Okay, can we move? Okay. I look like I saw titties and I'm frozen. That's funny. Okay, cool. Okay, we did that. Streamlabs.com/blerdsinthehood/tip. Streamlabs.com/blerdsinthehood/tip. Again, if you cannot do that, Cash App and Venmo are completely open to using as well. You can get those down below. All right. I'm not touching no graphics. I'm not touching no assets.
I won't touch anything.
I won't touch anything. I don't like this frame of our screens. I hate this frame. Hate it. So I hate this tight up so much. I hate it.
It looks so much better, especially when we get to the editing part of things, because then it's not distorting it. So I need you to bear with it. Bear with it.
I guess. It's not in my contract. Anyway.
It's not in my contract. Nigga, we had contracts? When did I sign no shit? I ain't signed no shit.
See, you don't know what had happened when you was drinking. Now, when I was drinking, so in all seriousness, the Gestapo has killed another person. They've executed another man. Okay? It is the second execution in Minnesota within a month from a bystander, whether it be bystander or protester. It has been the second execution in a month. Alex Pretty was murdered on Saturday by ICE while he was shielding a woman who was being detained, whether we know it was legally or illegally, by the Proud Boys in disguise, as I will continue to say this. All right. Now, Pretty, there's numerous videos of numerous angles of the incident going around. I will try to say this as straightforward as I can, with as minimal quips as I can, because I have to put humor in this a bit to level us out. There are numerous videos showing Pretty walking up with his cell phone in the hand recording. His cell phone in hand recording. He was then taken to the ground and dropped by, I believe it was 6 or 7 different officers. During which, while having him on the ground, they discovered that he had a legally purchased and concealed firearm on him. Yes, Minnesota is a open carry state, by the way. His was concealed. He had his license to show that he could brandish a firearm. It was holstered. Nothing was pointing at the officers. There was zero threat. You know why the officers say they're a threat? Because they are what we like to call bitches. So
that's an understatement.
That is an understatement. He was shot 7 times. We initially thought it was 1. An ABC report has just recently come out earlier today that stated it was, in fact, not one officer that shot him, but it was two. The two have now been placed on leave. Fuck out of here. Okay? So, after this incident, numerous congressional representatives from both sides of the political aisle have been calling for the resignation or the firing of Kristi Noem. And if she does not get fired, if she is not fired, they will begin the process of impeaching her. While that happened, Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar was attacked at a town hall. This was yesterday. She was sprayed with an unknown substance by an assailant who has now been identified as 55-year-old Anthony Kazmierczak. Excuse me. Now, the Orange Fuck Puppet said that he suggested that Omar probably went as far to say that Omar probably has sprayed herself. How can you be so fucking dumb when, again, it is caught on camera?
Well, no. He said that he was implying that she set that up, which to that point, why would you be such an expert on that shit, my nigga? Other than the fact that did you potentially set up some fake assassination shit?
It ain't like you set yourself up to have an assassination attempt, and then it just grazes your fucking ear with supposedly a high-powered rifle that would take out a normal person, and then manages, when the Secret Service gets you to put you down, you manage to stand for a photo op. It just couldn't be that, could it? The best part about the Ilhan Omar video, and I have to say that loosely, is after she got sprayed, she did not back down. She was ready to throw hands with him. She was ready to throw hands.
It was fantastic to see that, man.
She ran up immediately.
Yeah.
So, House Minority Leader. Now, here's where it's going to get tricky when I bring this up. I know it's going to this next stanza is going to bring up a lot of comment and debate in the chat. It may bring it up for my co-hosts, even our producers. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries has already condemned Trump's comment, saying, quote, "That's a disgusting comment, and the president's lies and misinformation continue to fan the flames of these type of violent incidents." He was the one who spoke on potentially beginning the proceedings to impeach Kristi Noem. I bring that up where I say this may spark a lot of comment backlash, excuse me, because people have been saying, why aren't the Democrats doing anything? Why isn't anyone doing anything? And I have to use that whiny tone because it seems like people consistently keep forgetting how, for the most part, Congress works, or just government. When I say that, what I mean is the Democrats in Congress control absolutely nothing. Anything they do can be no more than introducing a bill, maybe making a statement, but stuff getting passed, unless it's something just extremely, it just has to go, it won't happen because they don't have the votes, right? Thoughts?
I slightly disagree because one of the things that they have is the power of the purse, and they don't have it fully because you still need like the full control, but they have enough to cause disruption. And when you have moments like happening last week, the 7 Democrats that actually ended up voting to fund ICE, yes, it was kind of rolled into another bill, but that's how it works. You know damn well that this is a massive problem that's happening, and in a democratic state, you are watching his Gestapo continue to harass, kidnap, and murder citizens of the United States. So the idea of not stopping, not putting a stop to that bill was going through that earmarked $10 billion for ICE.
Yes,
is wild. And
let me ask you a question: would you rather them shut the government down again, and with everything that we just went through?
They should have never stopped the shutdown because this is ultimately where you ended up in the first place. So I was furious when they did it. And if they have to go back to it, it's one of those things where it's like, I understand the number of people with government jobs. I know people were struggling. I know Trump was making all this stuff, but you have one way to take a stand. You have one way to take a stand. That's it. You cannot allow us to get to the point of a midterm when he's already threatened to find a way to shut them down. Like, even though he can't legally, there are things that he can attempt to do, any sort of martial law shit. There's all sorts of shit that he is already eking towards doing. So not holding something against it, that's your only bargaining chip and you're not using it, that is where I look at it and I go, nah, fuck all this shit, bro. Like they need to be doing better about that, because that is what you can do right now. I don't need your platitudes. I don't need you constantly being like, oh, well, the president talking like this is horrible. Yeah, you know what, we've been saying that since 2015. When has he ever stopped with the hateful rhetoric, the misogynistic, racist, ableist, you pick it, fucking language? That's never going to stop. So you have to put him to task where you can. So that's the only thing where this little, that's a disgusting thing to say. Yeah, nigga, we know.
Yeah.
Do something. Start. You're the minority leader, nigga. Whip these niggas into shape. I know that sounds weird telling a nigga to whip some other niggas, but you know what the fuck I mean. You are meant to lead the House Democrats. You need to get them to stop doing this shit.
Yeah, but I think the problem is
it led to another murder.
But I think the problem is, and again, I'm not taking up for the House nor Senate Democrats by any stretch of the imagination. Let me make sure I'm clarifying that. I think the issue becomes we're at this juncture now where if you're in the neighborhood and you're watching us right now, you pretty much have this thing called common sense. You can delineate and differentiate right from wrong. You know when someone is telling you bullshit and you see because you saw what they told you didn't happen, right? So if you're in the neighborhood, you're pretty much at that point. I think you're looking at these Democrats like, yo, no matter what we say or do, this idiot keeps spinning the story as if everything is our fault. And his goofy ass, dumb ass, no education having ass, moronic ass followers keep falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. There's also another part to all of this, even the ICE situations. This is the second part that's not in the notes that I want to bring up while I have a little time. The murders of Alex Pretty and Renee Good were tragic. We know this. But I do need white people to stop being like, I said this on social media and I'm going to say it here. I do need white people in general to stop being like, this isn't the country I know.
Well, I want to agree and pseudo counter, because that's not the thing that's been pissing me off.
Well, that's part of it. Because it's like, this isn't the country I know. I didn't think we are going to be like this. And all of a sudden now you're outraged because you watched a white man and woman be killed. Again, tragic. But what you are doing is you are spitting in the face of every black and brown person who has been telling you for decades that this has been happening to us. The only you linked on with the George Floyd shit was because you were stuck at fucking home and you had to watch it. You had to watch it.
Yep. So to that point, sorry, I didn't mean to put us in you in a solo there.
No worries.
Why did that move? I did. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. So this is what I wanted to talk about, because based off of what you said, this is one of the things. I've never been so sad about a guy I never knew in a country I thought I did. And again, this is where the white people that call this shit out: Michael Brown, Philando Castillo, Eric Garner, George Floyd, Sandra Bland, Elijah McClain. I could keep going all day. This didn't just start happening. The black people of this country has murdered our people too. And we white people need to reckon with why those state-sanctioned murders were excusable, forgettable to white America until now, or there's no real future for us all. So yes, that to the melanin deficient members of the neighborhood, that's that type of shit that you can call out and actively push the fuck back on. That's what a fucking ally does, is the idea of being the brothers and sisters keeper in that regard. But this is what I wanted to talk about that's pissing me off a little bit more, because I've seen this a lot. One, Dwayne wants to point out 2 black men were killed by ICE before Renee, which is a good
Keith
point.
Porter Jr. was killed in Northridge, California on New Year's Eve. A black man was killed by ICE. I don't know of the other one, but I do know of that one. Again, no one mentions these people.
But this is the other one, because I've seen this a couple times, but this is the one that went the most viral. This person on Threads, that Carrie Austin, saying, can we just go back to regular police brutality, please? And you had someone saying, yes, the kind only black and brown folks were subjected to, right? Girl, delete this. When I tell you she got dragged heavy. And then this was ultimately her response when it was all said and done. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. I'm sorry for the hurt I caused.
I don't even want to hear shit off the first line what this bitch said.
But
I'm sorry for the hurt I caused.
But there's a specific line that's a problem. So just let me get through it. I'm sorry for the hurt I caused. My post came out of frustration at the state of the world that we find ourselves and not towards any race. I did what I thought was appropriate and removed the offending post and apologized profusely for the harm and recognized it was not an excuse. If people spent more time, myself included, going after people with legitimate power who cause actual malicious harm instead of a nobody who tries to be a decent person, who made a mistake and owns it, I'll continue to work on a meaningful change and growth, both in the world and within myself. Thank you for this opportunity to learn and grow. So my issue, if people spent more time, myself included, going after people with legitimate power who cause actual malicious harm. So I need you to understand something to this woman that wrote that. I know she's not watching the show, but in case somebody sends it to her ignorant ass, to pretend the MAGA folks, the Kyle Rittenhouse stands, the Proud Boys, anybody that's been involved in all of this shit, as well as your ass saying that can't we just go back to regular police brutality, to pretend like that is not causing malicious harm is the most ignorant shit, and you clearly learn nothing that could possibly be said. Because think about it this way. The reason why so many black people don't gravitate towards I Have a Dream, they gravitate towards the letter from a Birmingham jail, is literally because the warning that was given was watch out for the white moderates. Essentially from the idea of if they have to come out of a place of comfort, they are more inclined to say, well, then never mind, I don't want to do all that shit, than to actually step forth and do something to make change, because they are not only benefiting from white supremacy, at times they are kind of pushing it forward. So this idea that, oh, we just have to go after the ones that, yes, we know Trump and Kristi Noem and all the motherfuckers are bad, but your ass actually insinuating maybe we should go back to regular police brutality. Bitch, that's just as maliciously harmful. You're the same one that if a little black, like you remember that one Karen with a little black boy was with his dad in the hotel, and that bitch claimed because they happened to bump each other that he stole the phone. Then they found the phone on her ass, and then she got arrested for assault because she started trying to snatch a little boy up. Do you remember that one? It was like a year or some change ago. Mm-hmm. We've had a million of those types of Karens and shit. That is the equally as malicious and fucking deadly shit for black folk. So miss me with that shit all motherfucking day.
I was going to say, I don't for the life of me understand, but I absolutely do. I need a lot of people to really take stock in their own privilege. I need people to really realize the shit you say or do, or you are allowed to say or do. And this primarily goes to white women. White men, here's why I don't have to go to you, because you know what you have, and a lot of y'all want to play dumb about it. I saw this video of a white woman said, I don't know how to handle it. My partner's his response to the shooting of Renee Good. And it's like, so how did he handle every other shooting he saw? I say white women because overall, you all got us in this mess twice. Overall. I know people are like, well, you know, Hillary, I just couldn't trust him, blah, 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 and it should have been Bernie Sanders and all. I don't give a fuck about all that. And somebody's going to come out here and was like, well, you got to expect the way a person votes. No, I don't. When that person voted or didn't vote, because the ones that abstained from voting, you all are just as complicit as the people who voted for Trump. You all got us in this situation. When they broke down the demographics and statistics, of the people and, you know, way they broke, what was it? Over 50-something% of white women, 54, 56% of white women, the first time and the second time voted for him. You have it now where I'm trying to see what our producer said. I can't read that fully.
Who said that? Maybe just send it in the private chat.
The private chat because it's blocked off by the little icons. You know, some follow their husband and all this other stuff, but want a parade and things like that, and it just doesn't it just baffles me that now you want to be these victims in this situation. Now you want to be, oh my God, how do we let this happen? But you did that. And I see the one thing on top of that, real quick, I'll say, I'm tired of seeing on Threads, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. From the bottom of my heart, if you are one of those people that post, where's Kamala Harris at now? Where's Barack Obama? You can burn in fucking hell. Both of them are what we like to call private citizens and owe you nothing. Kamala Harris ran, albeit a short campaign, all the other shit, Joe Biden, et cetera, et cetera. She did what she was supposed to do. And you were like, nah, she giggled too much. I don't know if I can trust her. Over a motherfucker who told you exactly what he was going to do.
My question is, if you're going to keep saying that over and over again, why aren't you asking where Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are?
Oh, you know they can't do that.
No, but I'm saying anybody that's saying that, then I want you to call out every Democrat.
No, they won't. They won't.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, because here's another thing, because I know we got to move on. But one of the things that's been going on in this particular case, and I get that this is a pointed thing that Trump's DOJ is doing, but the whole idea of doing these depots that the Senate is doing, or it may be the House, but either way, that Congress is doing, to have people that are potentially with the files or anything else like that to come in and speak on it, the Clintons have decided that they're not going to show up for it. They're not going to speak on it. And I understand that they gave written statements and they're like, well, all these other people aren't doing it, we aren't. I think that that's a moment to point out and go, okay, if we're trying to say that this person over here is significantly more evil and is doing worse shit, then be the fucking example of what the opposite of that is.
Well, I think because also there's another thing, another layer involved because they're lawyers and they know another way too. So I think a lot of people just looked at it on the surface, but it is something legal about the reason they didn't do it.
Yep. No, I mean, yes, I get that, but I guess that's it. I'm like, if you're gonna keep asking where Kamala is, then ask where Hillary is.
Yeah, go down the line. Where's Kamala? She shouldn't have just ran and then left us. What the fuck was she supposed to do?
You literally told her to fuck off.
You told her to fuck off. Your vote or your lack of a vote told her to go fuck off.
But with that, we've gone kind of over the time with it. Unless there's something else pressing you want to kind of talk about. I'll just say, as always, streamlabs.com/blerdsinthehood/tip. Streamlabs.com/blerdsinthehood/tip. If you want to get a comment in, support the show, all that kind of stuff, you can also use the Venmo and Cash App to do that as well. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Let's lighten up the mood a little bit. There'd be a little stuff to argue in here, but for the most part, it's good stuff to talk about. We got to talk about some sports. The Super Bowl is officially set. The Seahawks beat the Rams in the NFC Championship game in what was an absolute thriller. And the Patriots beat the Broncos in what was one of the most boring games I've ever seen, just because.
But did you see how the snow came out of nowhere?
Like, it was reports that it was coming, but once it started blizzarding, and every kick would go and nigga, like, hold up, someone pull the asset. Every fucking kick would do this shit. It would go, just like straight up. Oh no! Like it made it. It was not a good game.
Also, did you see have you seen the it was the beginning of the season when they had the little, like, somebody made a graphic with all of the NFL quarterbacks, the starting quarterbacks. So it's all the quarterbacks and they're all marching towards the Lombardi trophy, right?
Okay.
Guess who's at the front?
Is it Darnold and fucking May?
Yes.
Wait, where is this photo? And are you sure that this wasn't something done recently?
No, go look at NFL memes. They don't bullshit. NFL memes on IG. They do not bullshit.
Oh, on IG. Okay, hold on.
They've been in the front the whole time.
All right, let me see.
Let me see. When we talk about the script, nigga.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh shit. Yeah, here, let me screen share this. Because I found their Twitter post about this. So here we go.
The script was right in front of us the entire time.
There's May and there's Darnold. That's hilarious. Yeah, it doesn't feel fake just because, I mean, look, there's Baker Mayfield, there's neighbors, so like it is pretty randomized. That's pretty wild. That's absolutely wild.
Wild. It was, Jeremy Miller said it was the first picture the NFL posted before season. Bro. Yeah,
they're never escaping these allegations.
Bro, they're never beating the allegations.
They're never going to beat them. Oh, my God. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, well.
I don't know if I can go, what are we talking about?
Right. So to that, well, before we get to that, I mean, your
Grandpa
thoughts.
Not going to the hall.
Okay, before we get to that, I wanted to ask you, who's your prediction for who you think is going to win it?
Who do I think is going to win it?
Mm-hmm.
Cocaine.
You think cocaine is going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I think the quarterback that's on the most cocaine is going to win. Which is going to need to be Sam Darnold.
You sound real bitter about the fact that Caleb could not finish the job after the greatest throw maybe in the history of the NFL. You're looking for a meme to get.
Which ones?
Motherfucker.
Nigga.
I'll get it all off your chest.
Nigga.
Get it off your chest. Go ahead. I know inside you're really feeling like
nigga. Nigga. Nigga.
You might need to take this power away from us because we'll just be here all day. We're not actually getting anything done. Wait.
I just was realizing we sounded like the world's worst mixtape to somebody's white grandma.
Nigga. Mustard.
Somebody got a window open. Boy.
No. Bro, if anybody was watching that without headphones in like a restaurant right now, they are now getting thrown the fuck out. They're getting thrown the fuck out.
Can you please just step this way, please?
All right, fine. We can talk about it. Yeah, Bill Belichick is not going into the Hall of Fame off of first ballot. It was announced yesterday that
young girlfriend gonna have to control him.
And from the the rumor is that Bill Polian was actually leading the charge and telling a number of different voters that based upon both Deflategate and Spygate, that he should have to wait a year as penance for that.
I agree.
It was funny because I was having a debate with Dwayne about this yesterday. And RB white people who got caught up with that Sega clip. Yeah, you're not wrong. They are all just if there has been a warning to wear headphones. I know better than to put the show on my TV. I'm watching on my phone. Exactly. That's the smart thing to do. That is the smart thing to do. It's funny because my whole argument essentially was this. Clearly, Belichick, looking at the record and everything else, is by far and away the best coach that we've seen in the NFL. And so it's kind of an automatic, he should be put in. But hearing that was the reason was both Deflategate and Spygate. I think if you had just had one, it probably wouldn't have been a big deal. I think the fact that you ended up having two of those happen over the course of his career. The example I gave is, let's say you're playing Mario Kart and shit, and your ass is super far ahead of everybody else, but you try and take that fucking dangerous ass shortcut. You do that too many times, you end up behind people. I know you're looking at me like I'm fucking crazy, but this idea of people go, well, if he's not a first ballot, then nobody is. All of that shit doesn't make any sense. And I stand by what I'm saying. What is Dwayne? Look at the highlighted portion. What is the highlighted portion? What am I looking at?
What am I looking at? It was reported today by Adam Schefter that the NFL could remove the Hall of Fame committee member who violated the bylaws, which may further prove that there was collusion against the coach.
Shit. Okay.
So,
well,
here again, I think it's like while I bullshit with you, Winston, by what you were saying, I do agree that if you look at people are looking at the dynasty and all this other shit that he did in New England, but you have 2 major scandals.
It was, and they weren't, and it wasn't just because Robert Kraft was getting rub and tugs. That's not what that was. It was full on.
That's just an old white man using his money, doing what he does. There's a website called Rub Maps where you can find in your area your local happy ending.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But because I can't explain to the unemployment office getting fired because of Winston and Jay's hijinks. Yeah.
It's me. I'm niggas.
Now, again, I agree. Zeno, I agree. Belichick should have been. I agree. He will be in within the next 2 years. He'll get in next year's voting.
Yeah.
Unless they change something.
I mean, I think the other thing about it that would have been interesting is that this was the year that they actually changed it where coaches only had to wait a year from retiring to go in because they were at the same 5-year kind of premise. I think the reason they did that is because most coaches, when they retire, are significantly older. So they did that as a means to be like, okay, well, we want to make sure we can get them in before they die. So we'll shorten the time.
What are we gonna do about Andy Reid? Because what about because that motherfucker's blood sugar got to be.
I mean, that's why. I mean, at least he can laugh about it. That all those State Farm commercials, he's like, and then this coverage is like your chicken nuggies, and he's just like fucking eating while
He's out of line, but he's right.
I want an Andy Reid commercial. Goes, hi, I'm Andy Reid, and I have diabetes. I love it.
I am naturally like petty.
I just am. It just is the way I am.
Yeah, I know. Well, let me actually think if did you have an image for the jersey swap? Because if not, I can just pull up the video real quick. I was just looking at it, Matt.
Streamlabs.com/blerds-in-the-hood/tip. Since Winston, we you know
what,
we got to get our shut the fuck up.
I asked him. I did. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't both of you niggas.
Don't yell at our damn producer if I fucking ask a nigga to do something.
I was talking and you whores started talking.
It happens.
Okay, continue, whores.
All right, let me see if this will
actually. Matthew whore, Winston whore. I apologize to you whores. Dwayne whore, you're okay.
Look, you the biggest whore out here knowing about legitimate
Whoa, sir.
Talking about legitimate, asking for titties and shit.
Sir.
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
All right, hold on. I
need
to yeah.
Hey, nope.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I already know what your brain is thinking. So yeah. Luka, this is what we're talking about. At the end of the Mavs game, this happened.
Hey, God, I'm sending it back. I don't want to show my body.
So yeah, so you essentially had that whole situation where he kept getting fat shamed left and right, and then Luka was straight up, I don't want to show my body around here, so we can do a jersey exchange in the back. So just one more time for posterity's sake, fuck Nico Harrison, the Dallas Mavericks front office, the Adelsons as what's the saying? An organization and a motherfucking crew. Like a label organization and a motherfucking crew. Sorry, I'm tired.
I'm sorry. I just read some of the comments. Be nice. I am nice. I'm extremely nice to both Matthew and Winston. You know what? Hold on. Matt,
this nigga's just mad because he's costing himself some titties.
What'd you say?
This man's just mad because he's costing himself some titties.
I'm very nice. And then I don't appreciate this statement. Listen.
Jay associates with legit porn stars. He might be the bigger whore. I mean, the message, we're not in the right word. We're on extra blurs, but message, nigga.
No, just listen. Because I associate with legit adult film stars does not make me a whore. What it makes me is a person who has an eclectic plethora of friends. Okay. I have friends who who are into nerdy stuff. I have friends who are into each other.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Probably deserve that one. Probably deserve that one. Yep.
But yeah, Giannis has also requested a motherfucking trade. It looks like he is done with the Milwaukee Bucks. This came in today. The two-time MVP spent his entire 12-year career with the Bucks and was widely considered one of the most loyal superstars remaining in the NBA. But today marks an end to that, as the Bucks have struggled since winning the 2021 NBA championship. The four teams pursuing the star forward, the most are reportedly the Heat, the Knicks, the Magic, and the Raptors. Hey, show me your titty for a tip. Oh, there it is. Yo, you gotta take the comment down. There you go. There it is.
That's a strong titty right there.
That's a strong titty. That's a come on titty. Come on titty.
Come on titty.
Jesus Christ.
I felt like that was Dwayne this time.
Probably. That probably was. So, I mean, where do you ultimately want to see Giannis end up, bro?
A team where he is still going to be the dominant, the dominant center. He's a dominant five. He can be the four if he needs to be. It's hard. I mean, it's difficult looking around the league where he could fit. I would love to have, again, personally, selfishly, Chicago.
Sure, but you would have to have the pieces to be able to trade for him.
You'd have to have the pieces, and then we would lose pieces.
How are y'all doing? I haven't been following as much of the NBA because I've just honestly been so fucking mad.
I was checking for a little bit, and then we did.
They started off hot and then turned into Chicago dog shit per normal.
Just had to get that in. He just had to get that shot in. God damn. Yeah, I mean,
y'all ever heard of a producer being fired from the show while it's live?
No, what you're talking about? You're talking about that Michael Jackson, that very first.
Yep.
Brian gone. Brian got no job. He gone.
Matthew ain't got no job no more. Matthew
gone.
Matthew gone.
Of all the ones that are pushing for him, I mean, it was the Heat, the Magic, the Raptors, and
I can see him wanting to go to Miami, if anything. Wanting to go. See, it's also that thing too. Where does he want to go? Yeah. He's been in Milwaukee. He's gonna want to go someplace warm.
I mean, if he could get, but I'll tell you this: if he could get to New York, why wouldn't you want to go play with New York? One of the major.
Again, nothing wrong with playing with New York. Again, he has his chip already, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got his chip. I think he might, and I'm not saying this is I know for certain. I think he might want to try to get that heat.
Yeah. No. Interesting. There was an article by ESPN of what everybody could offer and what would be the best. So let's see. Just looking at this, I think there's a world where you could maybe try and go to the Warriors, and since you lost Butler
for the year.
Yeah. And so, if you do that potentially to try and really help Steph one last time, that's not a bad look. But I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see ultimately how this plays out.
Real quick, I want to read a Streamlab we got in early before the show from Fantastic 314. He's always supported us, always shown a lot of love, and I want to make sure we show him love right back. Yeah, I sent a Streamlab and said, "Sup, Blerds? Showing love for my guys. There's a lot of twisted BS about the conduct of ICE, and it's sad but expected that those defenders will defend the cruelty with the stupidest arguments like, quote, they were scared, or quote unquote, we didn't see the whole video."
I agree. I mean, especially from the standpoint of again, they're supposed to be held in the same regard as law enforcement and federal agencies. Your job is to serve and protect. This idea of constantly jumping to pulling guns and shooting people is the exact opposite. It's the same shit that we have called out the police for. This idea of they're just trying to get home. My nigga, you chose a dangerous job. It's not saying that you cannot defend yourself if it goes down to that spot, but you don't get to fly off at the fucking handle. You're supposed to de-escalate shit, not escalate it. But I digress.
Streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/tip. Streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/tip. If you don't want to drop in the Streamlab, of course, as always, you have the option of dropping the Cash App or Venmo. We are very appreciative no matter what the amount is, from $1 to $100. Also, if you're brand new to this show, every $100, we take a shot. Now, there's been times on this show where before the show has ended, Winston has been a drunken mess, and I've been completely sober and focused throughout the show. And I want my co-host to never have to experience that again. Maybe I don't want him to. Winston is so lit, and I feel like I have to be the one to hold strong for both of us. So I just want to.
What? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Where that little white baby come from?
That's been there for a while. The bullshit that's been in there for a minute, bro.
Little random white baby.
Well, let's talk about the music world. And two of the most problematic, one of just the most ridiculous. First, we got to talk about Kanye West put out
Yay.
Excuse me, Yay.
Because I even catch myself. We have to talk about Yay, formerly Kanye West.
Yes, about his open letter apology.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother.
No. I didn't know if you wanted to read it or what.
I was going to read it. He got a full page ad spread in the Wall Street Journal, which first and foremost, I need to let people know this isn't cheap by any stretch of the imagination. Okay.
Oh.
It is not $1,000. It is not 10,000. It is not even 100,000. To do what he did ran at bare minimum $1 million. So,
$1 million. Who the fuck you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton?
Chelsea Carter.
Still Kelsey.
Do me a favor. Can you? Jesus, I don't know if my eyes are bad or this shit is. Small.
You want to be able to read it, and it's a little blurry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little blurry.
All right, hold on.
I can read it if you want.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Sure.
25 years ago.
Hold on.
I know what you're
going to say. A question.
Here it is. I already know what you're going to say because I've known you far too long. You're about to ask this nigga if he can read. I'm not. You're not slick, bro.
College graduate, Jay.
I knew exactly what you were going to say before you even said it. I just like, nigga.
I just catch you having fun.
If you could read one page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give you $750,000 in whatever charity that you want.
I got a Harry Potter book. I'll go grab it. Anyways, 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. At the time, the focus was on the visible damage, the fracture, the swelling, and the immediate physical trauma. The deeper injury, the one inside my skull, went unnoticed. Comprehensive scans were not done, neurological exams were limited, and the possibility of a frontal lobe injury was never raised. It wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. That medical oversight caused serious damage to my mental health and led to my bipolar type 1 diagnosis. Bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system. Denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting. You feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever. And when in reality, you're losing your grip entirely. Jay, stop fucking laughing.
I'm only laughing because of Dwayne.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw what Dwayne wrote in the fucking.
I'm the one who's able to read this tiny print. Give me a minute because I have to actually see this shit. Mute this motherfucker. Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you cannot contribute anything meaningful to the world. It's easy for people to joke and laugh it off when, in fact, this is a very serious, debilitating disease you can die from. According to the World Health Organization and Cambridge University, people with bipolar disorder have a life expectancy that is shortened by 10 to 15 years on average, and a 2 to 3 times higher all-cause mortality rate than the general population. This is on par with severe heart disease, type 1 diabetes, HIV, and cancer, all lethal and fatal if left untreated. The scariest thing about this disorder is how persuasive it is when it tells you, right when I'm trying to read that line, seriously, bro, when it tries to tell you you don't need help. It makes you blind, but convinced you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, and unstoppable. I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. Some of the people I love most, I treated the worst. You endured fear, confusion, humiliation, and the exhaustion of trying to love someone who was at times unrecognizable. Looking back, I became detached from my true self.
Sorry. Thank you.
Fuck you! Fuck you! And fuck you! Who's next?
Remember, your old ass couldn't even read a line of that bullshit.
First of all, bitch, hold on. If it weren't blurry, I'd have read that whole thing exquisitely. Now, you was read about you read with your finger, nigga. Stop talking. I'm not gonna argue with niggas who hold pencils like this. I'm not arguing with niggas that write with a pencil like this.
Oh, you scared me, Jesus. Oh.
Fuck you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck the horse you rode in on, fuck everybody who loves you, who cares about you, who has ever supported you in your life, who has become a part of making you the person that you are today. Fuck you, fuck them, fuck all of y'all.
Let me just say this, and then we can move
on
to
to his ABCs like this. Hey.
I'm going to just take that nigga out for a minute because we're going to be here for a minute. I'm going to say two quick things on this so we can move on to the next artist. That's a problem. The first is I know plenty of people that are bipolar. I know plenty of people that are schizophrenic, all that kind of stuff. It does not turn you into some random white supremacist. It doesn't mean that you can't do some out-of-pocket shit, but this is a repeat pattern of shit to get attention as far as that goes. Now, is it very possible that he's been having these types of sure, but we're not even going to do that. And especially for this reason, if you had done this shit randomly and nothing was coming after that, we could have a conversation. For those that don't know, Kanye West's new album, Bully, drops March 20th. This letter went out because he has an album coming out in roughly about 6 weeks. So miss me with that shit, bro. Miss me with your apology. Miss me with the blaming it on having a breakdown and all that kind of shit. Because if you actually meant it, there would be no follow-up. There would not be an album. There would just be the apology and then you doing the fucking work. And then down the line, years from now, if you wanted to put another album out and shit like that, we can have a conversation. Go ahead, nigga.
I definitely agree with you. Look, you can have a breakdown and have a crash out. That's absolutely possible. Many of us have all had that. Our crash outs are not as visible and not as public as his, but these crash outs were so many back to back to back where when people said you should get help or take your meds, you shun them off. So how are you going to use a bipolar disorder as your excuse when the solution to help deal with that was always present and you brushed it off? You did this shit before. You dropped an apology right before you dropped another album that didn't do shit. And now you knew you had this album coming out. You fucked up like the anti-Semitism was already at a peak with him, correct? You made a song that now had 6 of the biggest white supremacist incels who aren't white singing it because of you. So you cannot do. Now the problem is, just as much as with any other individual in entertainment or whatever the case may be who has fans, who have loyal diehard fans, there are going to be people who are going to be like, oh my God, he's so sorry. Let's just embrace him, bring him back, and then we'll buy the album. It'll be all good. Until what? Until your sales don't do what you want your sales to do. Then you snap out again. Fuck out of here. Moving on from one idiot to the other coon. Let me talk about this. Listen, I'm gonna say some words and some phrases to describe this person, and if you get offended, please keep it to yourself. This dumb bitch, yep, you solo me. This dumb bitch, Nicki Minaj, is doing everything she can to get a pardon for her husband and brother. She's doing everything she can. The level of cooning that Nicki Minaj is doing has reached an astronomical level.
Epic proportions.
Just epic proportions. She was at the Trump accounts, whatever. What the fuck is the Trump accounts, by the way?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Dare you to go to the website and find out, because I ain't want to do that shit.
I'm not logging on that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
So that was all I wanted to say in the beginning. You can take that, but nonetheless, she went up there and was praised and said she is Trump's #1 fan and that she has received a Trump gold card. Now, for those who don't know what the Trump gold card is, it is his way again of grifting off the American system, the American government. He's selling citizenship for $1 million. Well, again, he says he's selling citizenship. That's the issue.
Yep.
That's the issue.
Yep.
She might have bought that card for $1 million, but I'm almost 1,000% sure it has no legal value. Because there's a process. Yeah, you can have an expedited process. I am inclined to believe that she will not be expediting this process and is going to find out the hard way that shit means nothing and that you paid $1 million for a keepsake.
Yep. I mean, again, this feels more than anything like this is all a stunt just to get the pardon for her brother and husband, like you said, because why all of a sudden for somebody that spent most of her time rapping previously, again, defending black folk, like your biggest supporters tended to be gay individuals and all that, and you've just fully gone the complete opposite end of this shit. And I guess to quote Rick James, cocaine is a hell of a drug. I don't know what else to fucking say in that regard, man. So
the grift keeps on grifting. The grift keeps on grifting. Her holding his hand and smiling and doing all these things. You could take me out of solo. I'm not gonna go that far.
Yep.
But her doing all this it's disgusting. And for her fans who are following along, talking about you don't know what Nikki's doing. Nikki not playing checkers, she's playing chess. For who? Because it's not you. And like my co-host just said, her majority of her fan base are members of the LGBTQ community. What are we talking about here?
Yeah. On top of the fact that now that I'm looking at this, I believe the only thing funnier about it, I guess, is that, and maybe makes this a little worse, her brother, it was state charges.
He can't do nothing about those.
So he can't pardon that. So that to me makes this then even worse, because then she's just fully on the ride to coon.
But that's how dumb these people are. He has made them believe that, look, in spite of everything he has done over the past 12 months, my God, it has only been 12 months. He does not have this absolute power. Executive orders are not an absolute power. A post on Truth Social is not absolute power. He cannot, which is why Minnesota is trying to figure out how to charge those ICE officers. Because once Minnesota charges them, they're fucked. Because he can't touch them.
Yep. Well, the last little bit of news that we got to talk about. Ray J has announced that on social media that he's got months to live, specifically saying that, what did he say? 2027 is definitely a wrap for me. So while on social media, he was talking about how his heart is only operating at about 25%. He admitted that a lifetime of drinking and partying has taken a toll on his heart. And the star said he downs multiple bottles in a night, feeling invincible, but the hard partying lifestyle has fully caught up to him, essentially turning his heart black. He says he's going to Haiti in about 2 weeks as a last-ditch effort to find a treatment to keep him alive, which shows how desperate he is because the island nation is in an ongoing state of turmoil, and the U.S. State Department warns Americans not to travel to the country at this time. He ended the message on social media, shouting out his parents and his sister, who was paying his bills for him. Again, he was hospitalized in Vegas earlier this month with a severe case of pneumonia and heart pains. And this was just 4 years after a previous bout with the disease put him on oxygen for a time being. So, I mean, that's sad. It's certainly sad, but like he said, you did a life of drinking and drugging. Shit's gonna eventually catch up to you, man. There's a reason why they tell people to slow the fuck down.
But also, it does. I agree, first and foremost. But I hate to say it this way, and I hate to say it with a level of speculation and doubt, but this is Ray J telling us this. This is Ray J telling us this. Have we not seen the shit Ray J been pulling this past year to try to be more
Kanye minus the Nazi shit? Like he did every time he needs some attention. I feel like something
right. And so, while if it is true, my heart goes out to him and the rest of the Norwood family. But I don't know how much to take it as. Like, yeah, you might have some health complications, but to say, yo, I'm out of here 2027, that becomes, when it's Ray J telling me this, I know there's nobody else to deliver the message but him. But looking at what him and Orlando Brown are on the same fucking level out here in these streets. So it's like, how do I take it serious?
Yeah, I mean, I take it serious from the standpoint of like, if that's really the case and he really is dying like that, that's certainly sad.
But you get where I'm coming from, right? Because I want to make sure I'm not just trying to say it to be like I'm just completely being like, nah, he bullshit. It's just like, how can we take it for full face value?
I understand what you're saying. And it's I would say it's sad. I don't know if I would call it tragic just because there was an admission himself that this was a bunch of really bad choices I made over and over and over again. And got the warnings because he's been hospitalized multiple times already, and now here we are. So, praying for healing for him. That's about it because I don't know what else to do.
Absolutely.
Also, last story in music. The Grammys are this weekend. Do you care?
Yes, because my homeboy Mega Ran is nominated for Best Children's Album for Buddy's Treehouse, and I'm hoping that he snatches that joint up, man. So that's why I'm super excited for him this weekend with the Grammys.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. So
just real quick, I'm trying to look and see if there's any nominations that I really care about. I guess what record of the year? Kendrick and Scissor up. So I care about that.
Wait, what did you say, Matt?
Did Matt say something?
I thought he said something.
Sinners.
It's not a Grammy.
Yeah,
you're talking about that.
It has five or six nominations, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I honestly didn't know.
For best score soundtrack for visual media, best song written for visual media, best compilation soundtrack for visual media.
Shit.
For three of them.
Okay, I really am hoping Kendrick wins Album of the Year for GNX. I think that would be huge. It would also be dope if Luther won Record of the Year, though. If I had to guess,
what's Record of the Year? What's Record of the Year?
Record of the Year is always like the song. It's like the nominees are DTMF by Bad Bunny, Manchild by Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety by Doechii, Wildflower by Billie Eilish, Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, Luther by Kendrick and SZA, The Subway by Chappell Roan, and Apartment by Rose and Bruno Mars.
So it's Apartment.
How does that go?
I
don't think so. I think it's probably Wildflower by Billie Eilish.
No, or it was, what was another? You said Luther. It was another one you said that I was like, or Anxiety by Doechii.
The only reason why I think Anxiety may not is because she already won last year where that song was on the album. That which I never understand how this shit fucking works as far as the eligibility for shit.
It's weird.
It doesn't make sense.
It's very weird. But I think, go ahead.
If I had to guess, I think it's gonna be Wildflower. I
just hope. What is that Olivia Dean song that everybody keeps singing?
I don't know,
bro. Sure. It's everywhere.
I honestly don't know, but I don't see it nominated.
No, the clips are nominated, I think.
It's not nominated now just because it's not.
Oh, it came out too late.
Yeah. Now Olivia Dean is nominated for Best New Artist. It's her, Cat's Eye, the Marias, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, and Lola
Leon
Young.
Thomas got to get that one.
Yeah, that would be dope. But I could also
Mud hit so hard, bro.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else big that we would be into. Let me look at the hip hop shit. Let me look at the hip hop shit. Hold on. Best R&B performance. We've got Yukon, Justin Bieber, It Depends, Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller, Folded, Kalani, Mutt, Leon Thomas, and the Tiny Desk performance of it, and then Heart of a Woman by Summer Walker. Traditional R&B performance. Here we are. Duran Bernard. Uptown, Layla Hathaway, Love You Too, Ladisi, Crybaby SZA.
Hold on, it's Ledisi. First of all, I'm not gonna let you disrespect Ledisi, brother.
Ledisi, okay, my bad. I don't know that individual.
Oh my God, she is. Ledisi is. She came out. Are you familiar with the neo soul era of music?
Yeah, of course.
Ledisi was a part of that group. That group of artists.
Okay.
That group of artists, Jill Scott, the Anthony Hamilton.
She's been in the game for a while?
Huh?
She's been in the game for a while?
Yeah, Ledisi been in the game for a minute.
Okay. I honestly, I am familiar with that era, but I just don't know the artists. I haven't heard of them before.
Okay.
R&B song, Folded, Heart of a Woman, It Depends, Overqualified, and Yes, It Is.
I can see Kalani getting that for Folded.
You think so?
I can see Kalani getting that for Folded.
Okay. Progressive R&B album, Bloom, Adjust Brightness, Love on Digital.
I don't know. You just said that. I don't know.
Sorry, Bloom by Duran Bernard. Adjust Brightness by Bilal. Love on Digital, Destin Conrad. Access All Areas by Flo. And Come As You Are, Terrence Mann and Kenyon Dixon.
Woo! So those artists, progressive R&B now is the new form of neo soul.
Got it. Because then the best R&B album, Beloved Giveon, Why Not More, Coco Jones, The Crown, you said Ledisi?
Yeah.
Ledisi, Escape Room, Tiana Taylor, and then Muttley on top. Now that would be interesting if Tiana Taylor wins best R&B album and then turns around and wins a motherfucking Oscar, bro.
First of all, how much do you know about Tiana Taylor's music career?
Not a lot. I know that she was a singer, but I
let me tell you something. I remember Tiana's first song.
What was it?
Tiana's first song plays on my workout playlist all the time. It's called Google Me. It's called Google Me. She came out of nowhere. It's like you ain't nobody. Google me, baby. You better ask somebody. Better Google me. It goes.
Oh, I do know that song.
Google Me is Tiana Taylor.
Shit. All right. Best rap performance: Outside, Cardi B, Chains and Whips, Clips, and everybody on that. Anxiety, Doechii, TV Off, Kendrick Lamar, and Darling I, Tyler the Creator. Tyler.
Oh, yo, here's the problem with that one.
Yeah.
Anybody who wins earned it.
And to that point, man, the only reason I hope it's TV Off is just because I don't think there was a rap song that had more of a chokehold on hip hop than TV Off. Like including the fact of like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep. Best melodic rap performance, Proud of Me, Friday and Meek. Wholeheartedly, JID, Ty Dolla $ign and Black, Luther, Kendrick and SZA, We Mage, Terrence Mann and Kenyon Dixon, and then Somebody Loves Me, Party Next Door and Drake. Best rap song, I know. Best rap song, Anxiety, The Birds Don't Sing, Sticky, TGIF, TV Off. And then best rap album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, Clips.
Okay,
Glorious
so they are nominated
Gorilla,
for everything this year.
God Does Like Ugly, JID, GNX, and then Chromacopia, which is Tyler.
Wait, Chromacopia is nominated?
Yeah.
Wait, what Chromacopia?
Chromacopia is also nominated for Album of the Year, I believe. If I go back and check again.
I thought Chromacopia
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
This is part of why the Grammys annoy the shit out of me, because this came out October 28th of 2024. So like it just doesn't make sense. It does. I do not understand what the eligibility rules are, and I've given up trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah. Let's move on, man. We got to move on again. Streamlabs.com/blerdsinthehood/tip. Streamlabs.com/blerdsinthehood/tip. As always, we keep saying, if you want to support, we appreciate it. The more the cash.
Our producer said go ahead and skip this next the last story, the Trump and the media stuff.
Okay, cool. Because we've talked too much. All right.
I think the only thing we'll say very quickly, Melania's ass fucking put out this stupid ass documentary, bro, and put all this campaigning in the UK to sell 3 tickets, nigga. It sold 3 tickets at the time of at the time of first reporting. It sold 3 tickets.
They say that movie is only going to make $5 million on a $75 million budget.
Fantastic.
God is good.
Fantastic.
All right.
Let's do
it. We did it at the same time. Look at us.
That was cute. That was
hey,
cute.
look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought it? Who would have thought?
Hey, nigga, so I got to ask you this question, bro. What you been watching, man? Like, what's been going on?
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, the fuck? Whoa!
What are you looking at?
What was that?
Oh, you didn't know that this was an asset that's on the thing now?
No.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. So obviously there's been a couple of stuff that's been going on.
I know what I got done watching before we started. Yo, the Daredevil trailer.
I didn't watch the trailer. I didn't get a chance to see it.
Pretty dope trailer. I mean, I think everybody's more excited for the return of Jessica Jones.
Probably, yeah.
Bullseye is out here just in restaurants stalking bitches again. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Here's the only issue I'm gonna have with season 2. It's if it does the same thing that season 1 did,
which is
you barely got any Daredevil in a Daredevil show.
Fair. I think probably not, because now the line's been drawn. He was fighting back. Yeah, go ahead, Matt. What?
I do want to add, you barely got any Matt Murdock in the Netflix Daredevil show. So
but no. You can't compare the two, and here's why. I get what you're gonna say. No one really watches Daredevil to see Matt Murdock.
True.
Let's just be real. No one is trying. We know he's a blind lawyer. We get that part. But we want to see the blind dude beat the dog shit out of people in Hell's Kitchen with the suit on.
Fair.
You barely got that in Born Again. And that was even after they had to do re-edits on the script, because the amount we got was even more than what was in it initially.
Fair. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I'm excited to see what's going to happen, but it's not at the top of my list of things that I'm like pining over this year. It's not super high up there personally. But that's just me. I will say though that the other thing that we both ended up watching very quickly in like about a day and a half is Wonder Man, bro. And I got to tell you, just out the gate, I thought it was excellent. I think, we were talking about this in text and whatnot. As actors in this industry that are in the same place as Simon, where like you've got the talent, you're booking major shit, and then you're right fucking there. And
that's what I think made it so relatable.
Yeah, dude. For those that don't know, a lot of the stuff that he was doing audition wise, that's all real. So like the idea of like, shit, I ain't got nobody to self tape with. I will go to the self tape studio, and they have a thing where typically they do the same thing where it's like, cool, you sign up, you're going to be reading with somebody at that studio. If you try and bring somebody else that's similar to like a corkage fee for a bottle of wine at a restaurant, they charge you more money to bring somebody else in to like go help you do the audition. But like, I think about the stuff that relates to me and like how devastating that shit felt, like going back home and the idea of like some of your family supporting you and then like others like calling you out, be like, oh nigga, you ain't never gonna make that shit. Like you need to grow up and all that. Like there was just a lot there that hit a little too fucking close to home at times, man. I'll tell you. And it was
what
good.
hit me the hardest watching this. So if you watch Wonder Man, you know Simon Williams is an actor. Now the character has always been an actor. That's
yes.
always been
also actor. There's a lot of people that haven't watched it yet. They're asking for no spoilers. So nothing.
Well, we're not. There's nothing. Yeah. No, nothing we're saying is spoilery. Just so you know. There's a part where he's breaking down a scene, and trying to get backstory and everything. And when I tell you, I got angry for a second, because of the amount of auditions I have done with this nigga. And before I read the scene, he says, "Okay, so who are you? What about you?" And it gives me this whole backstory. And I'm like, "Let's just do it."
But see, here's the funny thing: there is a difference between what I was trying to get you to do and what.
I know, but it put me in that frame of mind.
No, which is fair, which is totally fair. But no, that is a pretty, like, for those that are watching it or when you watch it, you'll see that he gets called out multiple times for doing too much. So, like, for example, the only time I've really done that with you has been with stuff that is multiple lines, multiple scenes. A one-liner, just do the fucking line. That was the whole thing with him in that first episode. It's one line. Do your line.
My man's. So again, this is not a part. This is the acting part of it. He has a small little role on American Horror Story. Bro has one line and is going to get murdered immediately afterwards. My man is like, so I think my character's backstory should meet with this one. And he wouldn't really say this.
Ain't no backstory. Like, that's, and if that's the case, that's for you. That's not for anybody else, bro.
Bro was like, no, look. And this book in particular, do you think he would read this book? And she was like, the director was like,
bro,
you know,
like, don't spoil what ends up happening. But I, it's one of those things where, like, again, I think what was so powerful is because of that anxiety, that overanalyzing, that overthinking, he ends up screwing himself in one way. And then he meets somebody who tells him to just let all of the oxygen out of your brain, just so you have to run off of instinct and just do it. Stop with the notes. Stop that. That shit is supposed to inform you. It is not supposed to take it the fuck over. Because if you think about it this way, Jay, when you started the show, you were talking about hoping the settlement's coming in, and you were talking about paying some bills and all that kind of shit. The thought may run through your head.
None of that on the show.
What did you talk about?
I said that to you before we went live.
Uh-oh. Well,
so everybody knows I was in a car accident 2 years ago. And I was telling my co-host off of air that hopefully my settlement will eventually be coming in. Has anything been settled? No. Has anything been done? No. I wouldn't have said anything on air because of a legal thing. Now, episode 4 of this show is titled Doorman.
Why?
I'm just gonna take. I don't even know what to do right now. No.
I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah. Okay.
Episode 4, titled Doorman. It is DeMar Doorman Davis. It's the legend of him as a superhero guy who gets introduced to some chemicals, et cetera, et cetera. This episode meant a lot to me because it was played by my homeboy Byron Bowers. Byron's an amazing comedian, amazing actor. And I posted this on Instagram about this. Once you watch this episode, if you do not know who Byron is, I'm almost 1,000% sure this will be considered his breakout role because of the level of layers in which that character had in that one episode.
I thought he did a fantastic job, man. He was really, really solid.
The ups and downs, the highs and lows, the humor, the gravitas of certain situations, of when shit comes crashing down, all of these things. That was that. To see my boy Bashir, who plays his dad, Bashir Savan, who plays Simon's dad. I was glad to see that. My boy John Isle, who you might know him for playing Ahmad and Amal and Insecure, he's on it. It really does. One of the things I will say, it really does lend itself to the cultural experience of Haitian Americans. It definitely will, because Jean Isle was he was the Haitian consultant on it to make sure that the dialogue and things like that were true to it. And Jean Isle, Bashir, I believe Yaya as well, all of them are Haitian. They're Haitian American. So all of these different things, even though when you saw when they did the party, there's a party scene, and the majority, if not all of the actors there, are Haitian American. And so it's a beautiful thing, man. But his story, Ben Kingsley, fucking phenomenal.
He crushed. He was fantastic. And it was a really interesting story about like isolation and anxiety, and this idea of feeling like you truly have a purpose. And there was a moment where Simon is talking to his dad about that, and you can see where that left an imprint on him. And there's just so much there. It was genuinely a very heartfelt project. I'm curious to see, because obviously this is Marvel Spotlight, if he shows up anywhere else at all.
He has to. You're not. Listen, let's just keep it a buck. You're not bringing in Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, bringing back Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
Just to have them on a one-off. And also, again, it's not really a spoiler because they don't even mention it. They've changed his origin. He's a mutant now because he's born with his abilities.
Because I was going to ask, they didn't ever, I was like, you never explained where this came from.
He's born with them, because I don't think they're going to do, because again, I was talking to Matt about this before the show. You can't do we experimented on another nigga.
I know, I understand. I just genuinely was like, so we're just never gonna address where these came from? Like it just happened? Okay, well, that's fine.
But I think that's why, because it's like he's had it since he was a kid. Right. And his family knows, but again, the world can't know, because then you find out a reason why the world can't know.
Right.
But I think because it's like, we're going to use mutants, and it's easier than saying he's a dude that stumbled into an experimental thing and all this other stuff. And think about this. You put this Wonder Man in around the X-Men, which we don't know who they are yet. Or,
I mean, again, I think because you bring in certain elements, like you said, bringing in Ben Kingsley, bringing in Trevor Slattery, bringing in Damage Control, it's going to have something. But just to that point, Marvel Spotlight is specifically branding, which focuses on character-driven stories and less impact on the larger MCU narrative. So there is a possibility that it may not get fully involved, but I would hope that they do.
I hear and knowing what Spotlight is, I definitely 150% agree with you. I absolutely agree. But I'm just thinking the level of, taking into consideration the level of actors that we were talking about here with Ben Kingsley and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, number one. Number two, the critical acceptance of it. When the initial reviews dropped, everybody was praising it out the woodworks. And now that it's come out in full, the praise is out the gate. You got some people who are mad at, like, man, ain't no much superhero stuff, blah, blah, blah. And that's the beautiful thing about this show. Him being Wonder Man is not, as far as the Wonder Man you think of, is not what the show is. Like you said, it's the struggles of anxiety, the struggles of acceptance and things like that. So if you have not, it's 8 episodes, but these episodes flow by so quickly.
Yeah, they're really, 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 really good, man. And again, I think that idea of really believing in yourself and staying true and all that kind of stuff, it all rings in. So I highly recommend it. Everybody should go and check it out. All right, so we got that. We went through all of that. We got 15 minutes for that.
Yeah, why do we rush through that? Like, I felt like there was something else. You've been watching anything else real quick?
Right. Oh, Matt wants to say something. Oh, go ahead. What, nigga? What do you want?
See, that wasn't me this time.
So actually, I was trying to add to your conversation by asking a question. What do you guys think about the fact that Destin Daniel Crenton came out and said that they considered writing this off as a tax write-off during the strikes?
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know that, but I also look. I put this in the same category they had as Ironheart, where it's a black show, and they didn't want to give it the props, the respect it deserved. You know, there's a lot of people who felt some type of way about Ironheart. And again, if you know the story of Riri, if you follow the comics and things like that, I kind of understand that. But for the most part, you know, people were just going to feel a certain way. With Wonder Man, everybody was like, damn, they're not really promoting this at all. And all you hear about at the last minute is they're just going to drop it. I don't know. I mean, them writing it off, I think would have been a shame. I'm glad they didn't, because also I love how meta it is to Hollywood. Speaking of the writer's strike, there's a scene where they're going for fitting, and the one of the ladies says, "Can you hurry up before the next writer's strike?"
That was funny. That was actually pretty funny. I found that funny as shit, bro. But yeah, no, I don't know if this is real, by the way. I don't think so, because I just looked it up on Spotify, but there was a rumor that Britney Spears pulled her collab with Nicki Minaj Until the World Ends over her bullshit, but I don't think that that's true. All right, so what I wanted to do real quick, because there was something that went viral last week, and I really wanted to know your thoughts before we get to the Karens, man. So this right here, there were 8 teams listed by color. You had the Yellow Ranger, Caitlin Clark, the Bride, Beatrix Kiddo, Bruce Lee, Usain Bolt, Kobe, and Dick Tracy. You had Team Black, which is Blade, John Wick, Black Panther, Darth Vader, Serena Williams, Batman, and Trinity. You have Team Red, so Asia Wilson.
That's right.
Patrick Mahomes, The Flash, Deadpool, Daredevil, Tiger Woods, and Michael Jordan. You have Team Green, Larry Bird, Yoda. I don't know her name. Bianca Belair, the Hulk, Arrow, Gamora, and the Grinch. Team Blue, Nightwing.
Blue titties all day.
Black Lightning, Blue Beetle, Leonardo. Yes, and Tom Brady. You said blue team all day. I heard you.
I said blue titties.
Blue titties all day. You stupid. Naruto, Jalen Brunson, The Thing, Goku, Sha'Carri Richardson. Yeah, Michelangelo and Aang. Or Team White. That is, oh my God, what?
Bo Jackson.
That is Bo Jackson. I thought Bo Jackson played for, he was Kansas City for baseball. That's where I got confused. Okay. Bo Jackson, Gandalf, the White Ranger, Princess Leia, Valkyrie, Moon Knight, and Finn. Or Team Purple, the Phantom, the Joker, Thanos, Ivan Ooze.
Or is that X-Men Apocalypse?
Huh? That's definitely Ivan Ooze, nigga. Stop it. Lamar Jackson and Frieza. So what of those 8 teams are you taking, bro?
Well, I was looking at the 2 racist teams. The yellow team started off with an Asian dude. I was like, that's racist.
You started off with 2 Asians, the Yellow Ranger and Bruce Lee.
Yeah, but Bruce Lee is in the front, nigga. That's what I was like.
It's based off of their uniforms and shit. My niggas out here he always wore that yellow jumpsuit.
It's a Power Ranger in the back.
Yeah, she wore a yellow jumpsuit.
There is a black Yellow Ranger too.
Also true.
Huh?
He did Aisha /
my homegirl Karen
/ Tanya as well.
Tanya. So that Karen, look, bro, they were speaking with. There was an AI video of the Rangers doing back that ass up.
Oh, and Lord,
it's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Karen posted it.
Oh, Lord.
I said, look, the Rangers I know ain't got the needs to do this shit no more. Talking about her, Tanya, and Catherine.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, the Rangers I know. I said, the only Ranger I know that could do all this shit is Walter.
Well, nigga, focus up. What team are you taking?
I'm not taking yellow. So you just gonna skip the niggas.
You said nothing, so I moved on.
I'm not. Yeah, because the only one. If it's not the Matrix, because that's John Wick.
That's John Wick. That's not Neo.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Trinity. It was not the Matrix.
Sure.
What you gonna backhand a bitch with? Nah, you fuck out of here.
Dude, I mean the Flash. You got to remember the Flash is pretty OP.
Yeah, all these niggas is just listen. Oliver Queen alone, just Hulk just gonna be like, I hate green man with a hood.
I mean, bro, Hulk and Yoda, also pretty ridiculous. But you said Team Blue.
Hey,
that was
Team Blue out here. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. You got a nigga with swords. You got a nigga with lightning.
Who's got swords?
Leonardo.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about Nightwing because you were going left to right, and I was like, what?
Nightwing, I was
he's got incentive sticks.
I was like, no, you got a nigga with daddy issues. In Nightwing, you got a nigga with a scarab that keep talking shit in his ear. And then you got a chick who can become anybody on any team she's already facing against.
Yeah, but this is the Fox X-Men when she can't replicate power. She can just shapeshift.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If it was like a comic representation where now Mystique actually can also replicate powers, then we're having a different conversation. But
yeah, we're having a different conversation. Next. All right, so 3 of them niggas gonna blow everybody away, and we just.
I was gonna say, and Goku and Naruto are fucking shit up, bro.
The 3 of them niggas alone are fucking up everything. The 3 of them alone.
I think Team White's getting bodied pretty easily, bro.
Here's the thing: you got to deal with one nigga who gonna have blackouts and become somebody else in a minute in Moon Knight. Because the moment he doing some shit, you gonna have Stephen Grant punch somebody, go. Like all of a sudden, Finn, you're gonna have this nigga just scream right out of nowhere.
And this is also Stormtrooper version of him. He ain't using the Force yet.
He ain't got no Force. You got Gandalf who's gonna see way too many black people and be like, "You shall not pass."
That's the gray nigga. The white one out here just blowing shit up pretty easily.
Princess Leia, this is the one that she done fucked her brother already. Now she just here. Oh,
motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
Valkyrie, yeah, okay. Bo Jackson, Bo knows dumbass shit if he there. And then Tommy, nigga, Tommy gonna be yelling at his sword all day, yelling at Saba. Saba, what should we do? Well, Tommy, I'm not going Team White.
Okay, nothing. So then what? So
here's why here's why Team Purple will never work. Egos.
Why?
Egos.
Yes, but I think that's the thing. If you look at all of them, they all individually have hate for everybody else on that team and can focus up long enough, like the Legion of Doom does, to go handle business. Then they're going to kill each other. But I think that they would work together long enough to beat the people that they're going up against, because it's happened plenty of times. Like, there have been plenty of instances where the Joker has teamed up with Luthor, and then afterwards he's ready to kill Luthor because he thinks
the Joker shoots the Phantom in the head. Straight up. I think the Joker gets rid of the Phantom immediately. Goes to walks, let's see. Bow. That nigga's gone. Okay?
Just make a goddamn choice. What are the 8 teams are you going with, bro? Because you never gave an answer. Huh?
I'm going Team Orange.
Fuck, nigga, you gonna take my choice? All right.
Nigga, ain't no other choice. Hey, my brother in Christ, ain't no other choice to take. Hey, yeah, that's true. Hey, he represented man. Hey, that team will have a whole lot of shit because Frieza gonna call the monkey.
I mean, that's a funny. He definitely, as soon as he said, "Look at the monkeys." This is a pretty powerful monkey.
Look at the monkeys.
Yeah, I think the answer is honestly, it's either Team Orange or it's Team Red. And the reason with Red, if it's just the athletics part, you got that down pat. And the Flash is so fucking OP'd. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but also, here's the thing, too. Here's the reason I didn't choose Team Red. Because Deadpool gonna try to fuck everybody.
I mean, probably. But then that's the other thing. Deadpool is also OP just because of his nonsense. So like, it's either Team Red or Team Orange.
Hold on. I saw a comment. I saw a comment. I wanted to. Yo, let me know which ones. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of them. I'm throwing them away. $75 a painting at this point. So they sitting right. A couple of them sitting here. My elbow. Sorry, you didn't hear that.
No, we all heard it.
That's a Black Panther. I can do some editing and clean that up a little bit. That's that. For everybody, for the MAGA lover in your house.
Damn.
I should put like a blue stripe over him and see what the
there's another point about Team Orange real quick while you're showing this. You got to remember, bro, that's also got the Last Ronin on there. They got Michelangelo in that hoe.
Let me see. No, they got Michael. Not the Last Ronin. They just got Michelangelo.
I understand that, but if we're going to the end of their abilities, eventually he turns. into
he becomes the Last Ronin. Yeah. Oh, well, that nigga just like fuck everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I would just argue.
Teams, so please DM me. They're 75, 80 bucks, and I'm getting rid of them a piece. Here's the thing with Go Team Black real quick.
All right, hold on.
So here's so Batman, you got to give him time to prep, right? Again, Black Panther. Okay, let me tell you about the people of Wakanda. You know, the kinetic force, boom.
But between Batman and Black Panther and their combined money and technical prowess, they may be able to actually shut everybody down.
Y'all are ignoring Darth Vader. Darth fucking Vader, who can lift up all the motherfuckers on the team at once, throw a lightsaber and shot.
But why I'm not worried about that is because like Death Battle broke it down pretty well. The fact that Obito was able to body Darth Vader, I'm not worried that Goku or Naruto couldn't handle that, or Aang could fuck up Darth Vader. Darth Vader's fucking up a lot of people on this list, but the top 3 of Orange, but solo Darth Vader. I'm not worried about that shit.
John is dangerous with weapons and hand to hand, but John has to be able to get close to these people.
That by the simple nature of Goku being able to instant transmission people he could just literally, I guess Blade doesn't get affected by the sun, so it's not like you could just, blink him into whatever, but like.
Oh, you know how you deal with Blade? The police? Now.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Fucking
the law, nigga.
I hate you so much. We gotta fucking A.
And now, an ode to Karens, brought to you by Blerds in the Hood. Now, before we go into this dedication, you must be asking yourself, well, what is a Karen and what does it mean? Well, Karen is a mocking slang term for an entitled, obnoxious, middle-aged white woman, especially as featured in memes. Karen is generally stereotyped as having a blonde bob haircut, asking to speak to retail and restaurant managers to voice complaints or make demands, and being a nagging, often divorced mother from Generation X. Karens most notably have been known now to call the police on black people when they're just doing this thing called living. You know, something that God allowed them to do. This includes Barbecue Becky, Permit Patty, Sleepin' Sarah, and a host of others. And typically Karens feel that because they are white women, they are entitled to do whatever they want and make life choices based on their insecurities as well as fears. Well, here are a few moments of wild Karens caught in their natural habitat.
I did not pick the Karen this week. Couldn't find one.
I didn't either.
I left it up to our producer, so I'm gonna see what he found.
I'm so curious.
I know. I'm gonna see how he plays, what he found, and we are gonna watch this together.
All right.
Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up.
I'll lay you out so fucking fast.
You're like 60 years old.
I will still lay you out.
You're like,
I'll
push you down the stairs and you fall off.
Come on. What's your problem? Come on.
Yo, I'll kick you. I will kick you. I will kick you, old lady.
Come on. I will fucking punch you right in the fucking face.
What the fuck is your problem?
Call me an old lady, you fucking
no.
First of all, I would like to say I don't like to advocate for violence. Shut the fuck up.
Don't, nigga.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
Oh, that was different.
Why won't y'all let me finish my statement, you heathens?
Because I'm going to call lies as I see them.
I would have personally liked to see them Sparta kick this shit out that old broad because she would have deserved it. Like, I would have liked to see her leg go up and, like, I just Chung Lee, whatever, just kick the dog. Stop looking like that.
Nigga, is that what you were trying to say? That Jesus Christ, bro. God damn it. I hate you.
You know what? Don't give me no good. You know what I'm gonna do.
Spitting bird kick is what she says, bro.
Whatever she said, nigga.
Also, you want to see something? You want to see a dead body?
Oh, you scared me, Jesus. Oh.
5 billion bucks. That ain't enough to cover rent or all the marketing they did for your failed documentary. On the thought day of Christmas, that whore just get sweep the game.
So stupid, bro. So stupid.
Sweep the game.
But what were you saying about the Karen, bro?
Like, again, older, you know, just in general, I don't give a fuck, older, younger. Stop going in people's faces and thinking they won't do. There was one video I saw. I wish I'd have got it. Damn. Because it was an older white dude, and I think he was in his younger, like, I think he was a Hispanic dude's face. And the older heavyset dude was like, I'll beat your ass. And the dude moved his car, was like, oh, yeah, I'm with it. Let's go. And I don't think the dude was prepared for that at all.
Yeah.
Because his boy was like, no, come on. Because old boy was like, yeah, I'm with it. Let's go. Like, when you start seeing these Karens, Chads, whoever getting the shit beat out of them on camera, we need to know it was well deserved.
Yep.
It was well deserved. You getting the dog shit beat out you because you keep fucking with people. Donald Trump has emboldened a lot of people to think they have this complete immunity and nothing and everything they're absolved of everything and nothing affects them. But you run up on the right one, you're going to fuck around and find out.
Yep. I agree, man. I think the thing that gets me is this idea of like they're doing nothing. They're like, it'd be one thing if they're blocking like the exit out of something. If they're in front of a door and you can't get the fuck by and then they complain about all that shit. Nah, fuck that. You're blocking an exit. They're on a street. They don't care if you're what, like, you don't need to say anything. Just live your fucking life. Who the fuck cares? Like, leave them alone. They're not hurting anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get upset about people that be filming all the time in the gym. Like, especially when they start using all sorts of stuff. Like, oh my God, like you see them make fun of fat people that are in the gym, or you see them sitting on machines for 1,000,000 years. Like, people will already take a long time on certain machines and with certain weights, but because you have to get your perfect angle, that's the shit that drives me fucking crazy. But
I'll say this. Yeah. If you are a heavy set person, fat person, whatever you want to call it, and you're at the gym, for me, you get more props to me than the cockswole diesel person.
Yep.
You get more props from me than the trim model chick. Here's why. Because you're choosing to take that first step.
1,000%. And knowing that there's assholes that are doing exactly what they're doing.
Knowing there's assholes who are going to be trying to mock you and all this other shit. You chose to take that first step in spite of. You chose to come out the house and say it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be overnight. It is going to be a thing that happens, but it starts by just fucking getting there. And you've done that.
Yep.
And you've done that. So when I see people be like, oh man, like I'll admit, I will mock people who do funny ass movements on machines.
Well, yes.
If you around this motherfucker just swag surfing on the elliptical, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Bro, I'm trying to remember what video I saw where they were completely using the machine wrong. And it was I think it was the shoulder pull down, the lat pull down, and the nigga put too much weight and he was too skinny, so he would pull it, but it'd be too much, so it would like pull him up, and he looked like he was actually doing bungee jumping with that shit because he was too
like that. I'll make fun of you over any day of the goddamn week. Any day of the week, I will make fun of you on video, all that. But for overweight people, obese people, however you want to classify them on a treadmill, them trying to lift a weight, them trying to do a curl, them trying to do a push-up, whatever in the gym, I will never, ever demean them, because again, it takes so much courage just to convince yourself to go.
Courage and fortitude, like both. So I agree, man. I fully agree. So yeah, that heinous bitch can kick rocks. I hope she tripped on the way out, man. What this was? I hope this happened. No. Hey. So yeah.
Yo, have you seen this trend on Threads?
What?
I don't know if you're on there recently.
No, I'm not. Really.
Now all so
I type a text to this girl I used to see.
So there's a trend of Republican chicks telling us, ooh, where's all the Republican ladies? Show us your beautiful young faces. And they be like, I'm 35. And the bitch is like, she's 63. And you're like, see, racism ages you like spoiled milk. Racism ages you like de-yeasted yeast.
Hate ages you like a banana in the sun. What the fuck you talking about? Oh, all right, my bad. You said you left. That's why I just said goodbye.
Well, bye, Chipmunk. Bye, Steph.
No, she back.
I think she's there, but just when she leaves, I'm saying bye again, just to be,
Well, you should say bye to the show, because we're about at time, bro. So
I feel like you trying to get me off the air. I ain't got nothing to go for right now. Okay, you just sound exhausted. Find me on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, while it still exists. I mean, hey, we might all be canceling TikTok. Mr. Jay Washington, MRJAY. You should know how to spell Washington. My YouTube channel as well. Yeah, if you want to buy one of these paintings, I got these and I got a couple more. Again, please DM me. I'm trying to get rid of them. $75 a pop, $80 for like the more detailed ones. But I will send and I will ship it out ASAP. So DM me on Instagram and we can get this over to you right now. We'll be back here next Wednesday. We're probably going to pre-tape it. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you go follow the Instagram, please. Follow the Blerds in the Hood Instagram.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to call out the thirstiest members of the neighborhood, though. Spidey Sensei and Cass are out here in these streets talking about Chipmunk still here with the titties. And then she said she wanted to see the titty song. So then I heard that, and I was kind of like, all right, we fuck it. We can do it. I don't care.
God damn, she got some big titties.
Dad!
Who the hell is that?
Come on now.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Dad! Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. Damn, she got some big titties. God damn, she got some big titties. God damn, she got some big titties. Big titties. Big titties. God damn, she got some big titties. God damn, she got some big titties. God damn, she got some big titties. Big titties. Big titties. God damn. God damn. God damn. God damn. God damn. God damn. Big titties. God damn. 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 Big titties. God damn. God damn. Suck those titties. God damn. God damn. God damn. Big titties. God damn. God damn. God damn. Big titties. Oh my God. Big titties. God damn. 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 Now that's a kitty. Big titties. 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 Titties. God damn. Big titties. Big titties. Big titties. Big titties. Big titties. God damn.
Okay. So with all that, you can find me at the Swaggy Blerd on all platforms. What I gotta finish getting up on this Friday. Don't miss it. Blerds in the Hood. No, you fucking lying. That is our Reddit stories section that we've been doing. Again, we split those off and we put out around the neighborhood on Monday, so don't miss that either. Go check both of those out. Come check my shit out on my channel. I'm putting out as soon as we get off here, I'm uploading my reviews for a number of movies and out of the theater reaction for a number of movies, including The Housemaid.
What did you think of that?
Honestly, I liked the movie, but Sydney Sweeney I still don't think can act. But that's a whole other conversation. Go watch my review for more in-depth shit on that. Good have fun, good luck, have fun, don't die, and Mercy. So all of those will be out tonight in the morning.
No.
Yeah, I know. So all of those, Spill the Tequila on Tuesdays with Roca, Capes and Cows with Christian on Friday, and we've decided we've put on pause Saving Private Ryan. We're still going to do it. We're going to finish out Demon Slayer. We're just making them Patreon and member stuff on Christian's channel for those that want to watch it. So once we're done, we've got season 3 and 4 to get through, and then the movie we'll probably do publicly. So check those out as well. And yeah, that should do it. Like Jay said, we will most likely be pre-taped next week. So if something changes, we'll let you know.
Oh yeah, did you see this news?
What?
Hold on, where's the damn mouse? There you go, right here. Sydney Sweeney gonna be in a live-action Gundam movie.
Why?
Because The Housemaid.
Why? She has nothing to. Nigga. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not trying to see. I mean, it's though. I will say the one thing in The Housemaid. I mean, her.
Yeah, I know. I already heard.
Yeah. So there's that.
But the same thing people see. It's the reason people watched her in Euphoria.
I'm aware. Look, I'm just to that point. I have said this before. I think when she is on a high, like when it's emotionally crazy, she's angry, she's sad, she's whatever. I actually think she's very good. It's when she just has to have regular ass conversations. I'm like, bitch, you even care that you're here? Like, do you know where you're at? Because you seem like you don't care. Is what I have garnered from the last couple of performances of hers, but that's my opinion. I'm sure you feel differently.
I just, I watch the performances, and I try to see past the person into the character.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it doesn't seem like there's much of a difference.
Right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The only time it feels that way is when the emotions are heightened. And then I'm like, wow, she's actually very good, but that's not enough. You need to be able to do both. You can't just shoot threes. You need to be able to know how to shoot layups. The only difference is I actually have faith that this example person will change.
Oh, man, I know. Did we talk about the Masters of the Universe?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll get more soon, so we can talk about it soon. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
But all I was going to say is at this point, Sydney Sweeney is essentially the Caleb Williams of acting. Okay, bye.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
But Caleb is good, unlike Dak Prescott. I don't know the fuck you talking about.
Well, first of all, Dak Prescott.
Nah, shut your ass up.
What I literally said, though, and I prefaced that, I said the difference is Caleb is actually going to continue to get better. I don't see a world where Sidney Sweeney's
there's no world, and there's also no world where the Cowboys ever get better. But, you know, that's the whole thing. Listen, don't you say shit because your team is shit. Now.
This your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back. Both of y'all niggas.
What did I do?
It don't fucking matter.